Is your burn barrel all rusted and ugly? Well, I'm gonna give you a few tips on how you can keep it looking nice and last several years longer. This is a new barrel that I got the other day, and I have already built a fire in it and burnt out all the oil that was on the inside. The outside was painted blue, so all the blue paint has already melted off except for just a little bit around the bottom edge. So what I need to do is I need to take my little torch and just burn off the remaining paint that's on the barrel so that the paint that I'm gonna put on it will stick better. So what we wanna do is just get this little torch up here and just get it hot. It takes a little while to get hot. I don't have a real hot torch, but this will do the job. Just gonna get it on here, and once it heats up, all that paint will start coming off. And I'm gonna go around the whole barrel and just get the rest of it off. Now, probably don't have to do this, but I don't want it to start chipping here at the bottom and take the chance of it chipping off the good paint that I'm getting ready to do. So I'm gonna go around the whole thing here and get this off. So now that I've got all the paint off of it that I need to get off, I'm just going to let it cool off. And as soon as it gets cool enough where I can touch it, I'm going to get my sandpaper out and we're just going to give it a good sanding. I'm just going to go over it with some fine sandpaper and just knock off all the rust and just all the high places. Not a big deal. Okay, so now since I've got the paint off the barrel and I've got it sanded down, I'm just going to go over it real quick with a brush just to knock off all the dust, and then it'll be ready for his first coat of primer. It's a little windy this afternoon, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get to do that or not, but we'll just see what happens. Not a whole lot on here, but I'm just going to make sure there's no dust on it, so the primer can stick really good. And that's about it. So it is ready for primer. Now we're just waiting for this wind to die down and we'll put first coat of primer on it. So what I'm using for the primer is a Rust-Oleum automotive primer, and and it's a high heat primer up to 2,000 degrees. So I think that should be good. So I'm gonna try to spray this in between wind gusts, so we'll just see how it turns out. I think I've got it shaking really good. Okay, so we've got the first coat of primer on there. Well, it's going to be the only coat. I used a whole can on there. It should be enough. I think I got it covered pretty good. So I'll come back out tomorrow afternoon when I get off work, and I'll put the flat black finish coat on there and see how that turns out. I'm just going to, I could probably do it right now, but I'm just going to let it dry overnight and all day tomorrow. It's pretty much dry now, but we'll just let it harden up good, and then when I put the finish coat on it tomorrow, we'll let it sit again for another day, and then the next day we'll build a fire in it and see how the paint holds out. Okay, the primer has dried and I think it looks pretty good. I think now I'm gonna get the black spray paint and we'll put the last coat on it. Okay, let's see if we can get this to work. Wind was really hard this afternoon, but it has died down. So I'm hoping this will go good. That is Rust-Oleum high heat ceramic coating, 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Whether or not it's going to work or not, we'll find out. Okay, so that's it. I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so we're done now. So we're just gonna let it dry for till tomorrow afternoon. So that'll give it a good 24 hours to cure, because I want to make sure it's good and dry before I build a fire in it. So I'll load this thing up with some trash and some wood, and we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll test out and see how the paint does. Okay, it's time to set the burn barrel on fire. So I got my torch here, so we're gonna go see what it'll do. It's a nice cloud back there. Okay, Lydia's gonna start the fire.
Okay, but wait a second. You just painted this barrel, right?
Yes, I painted it.
And we're gonna see if the paint will last.
We're gonna see. So just turn it on.
Turn this thing on.
Yeah, don't set your hair on fire. All right. We stand there and set her on fire.
Well, that was easy.
Well, it sure is. Well, you're gonna have to give the little part a little bit more than that. I don't know. Okay, that's good. And we'll just let it. You can turn it off now.
I thought I did turn it off.
Righty,
Oh, I
turns
didn't.
off.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Okay, so she's starting to burn now. do you think of my pretty barrel?
That's pretty, honey. You did a good job. It's better than the peeled off blue paint that was on it. What's in there? There's nothing in there that's going to explode, is
I
there?
hope not. It's going to be good and hot.
Burn, baby, burn. Oh, smoke signals. Look at that swirling coming off the paint.
Okay, so the videos that I've watched, for some reason this paint smokes to start with. So I really don't know what that is. But the barrel is smoking. We'll see, this fire is
Smoking
hot.
hot. Bonfire. Where's the hot dog? Marshmallow.
Yeah, those are pretty good flames. You think the paint's gonna stick?
Of course, baby, because you did your research.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. But all that smoke here on the outside is from the paint. So we'll see.
The paint's not peeling. Like the blue paint that it came on to.
Not yet, anyway. Well, the fire's dying down. I got it really, really hot. Paint looks pretty good on the sides, but there's one spot right here where it has peeled, and there was a label there, and I'm not sure if I got the glue off or what it is. So when the barrel cools down, I will sand that area again and make sure it's good and clean, and I'll reprime that one spot and paint it back. But it looks pretty good. Like I said, the barrel got really hot, so I think the paint held up pretty good. So I guess that was a success. As for checking out this video, I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. I think that'll help the burn barrel last a little bit longer. I mean, they're still going to rust out from the inside, but you know, if you can get a couple more years out of it, I mean, I think it's worth it. But I appreciate you watching, and if you find these videos helpful, give us a subscribe, because we've got a few good projects coming up this spring as soon as this weather breaks, and the weather's breaking pretty fast. So we're going to be getting on those projects pretty soon. But appreciate it, and hope you tune in again.